You know, life is a gift from Almighty God, and we should be able to live our life freely without assault or slavery. I can't do that, and I haven't been able to for 25 years, ever since President Bush was in office. And my husband's ex-wife's best friend happened to be his daughter's bodyguard. He lived on our street. I only recently discovered that he and her, her son she put in 7th Division Special Forces, daughter Tava Bretz, and others, and their friends were torturing me and my husband every night and day in our home with their skull friends, with their local people in Bullitt County, and deriving pleasure off suffering. You know, every day, every year, 25 years, I hoped and prayed a new president would come along, or some humanitarian aid group or person, pillar of the community in my town might end these attacks, but it's not going to happen. All they said they've been doing is wearing me down or try to sacrifice me, which I won't let happen. So last night, they were trying to give me a heart attack. And so I filmed it and put it online, so they turned off the weapon. Well, then, as soon as they knocked me out, they just fried me like they do every night. John Saul puts people being electrocuted in his books. They like to use fire, energy, modern technology. They like to use these mind weapons through the Star Wars group, which is the friends of the people in this group, to try to infiltrate me with some evil or damn me. And last night, I know what it feels like, because every night the past few months, they turn this weapon on that disintegrates my bones and tears up all my cartilage, makes me more blind, and makes my whole body swell, attacks my kidneys, internal organs, to where I couldn't hardly make my body work today. And every time it cracks and pops. It's again where I turn my neck, it cracks and pops. But they would dislocate my knee. They're wearing down all the cartilage and everything. And the past 3 days, they keep attacking those areas to where everything is starting to get loosened. But when everything cracks and pops and hurts, and I know what it feels like to have your bones disintegrate. The first year, Tava wanted to come here and hadn't been here in 20 years. And all of our monitors leaned to the side that day with a friend. And then her and her brothers and all them thought they put us on some kill list. The torture's been worse. Because no, I've realized now, just because Bush is out of office, all the presidents are linked. And once you've got a pass like Alex Asico to be Secret Service, and you own a Secret Service, you own your own security company, and Bob's ex-wife, who hates my husband, they were dueling out in court before I ever met him, has lived in 4 cities with them, and he talked her sons into going into the military, and one of the sons, not the oldest, and they happen to be best man in each other's weddings, and have ties with mob and different people to do these things to us. I've come to realize, and every day I pray to God to make the pain go away, I wait for some light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm getting worse, and I hope I'm not losing my soul, but you can see a change in my appearance when you photograph me. They say that Darth Vader wins no matter how hard I fight. They call me Luke Skywalker. I'm not Luke Skywalker, and I don't believe in Darth Vader, that the dark side will get me. But I'm living proof that there is no hope in America. They give this squeaky clean image that they're out to help other countries, while they love to get off on mutilation and torture because it feeds the country. And they love to pick on the war vets and people that have served the country more than anyone else, giving them drugs and stuff to do terrible things, because they think once you that they have a right. But these men especially hate women. That's why they degrade them all sexually. And if you don't give in to them, then they have people rape you. And it's just degradation for the thing they call the Antichrist. And they say that's what made this country what it is. So no matter what, I've reached the conclusion today, I'm just going to be murdered. But the problem is now that they've made me handicapped, I don't go to the doctors. I have had insurance for 15 years I never use. I pay out the pocket for the high insurance. They won't let me go to the doctor. They follow me. They harass me. They make the doctor lose my medical records. He goes back to get my blood work and stuff, and he says it disappeared from the computer. They control the computers. They don't let me get medical care. When they hit me in a vehicle, and I was just stopped, I had to go emergency room because I couldn't get my legs to work, and it hurt, and I was disoriented for like a half hour. They follow me. 11 hours I waited to get help and relief, to get the swelling and stuff to go down. You know what? They had 4 people follow me, and they were there, and then they wiped out me from the computer. 11 hours later, I went and I said, how come this waiting room's cleared out 2 times and I'm still here? And they said, well, you're no longer in the system. I had to leave. That's what happens when I try to get help. So now, when they were trying to wipe out my heart and kill me in the night, which I think they would have if I hadn't fought to fight it to film that I'm being murdered, they already had messages of a cartoon of me with a bag on a dirt road and said, leave. They get you handicapped. Then you need help. And then they want to throw you out and try to steal your home away. And that's what they're doing now.